A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. So we are eternally grateful and thank you ever so much for your steadfast support and for always having the efforts. And we look forward to your continued support in our journey to progress and development. Thank you. Please be seated.
Human body. That's why we want to.
So I would say that the workshop to us has been very successful and has actually resulted in and has thrown up
the chairman of MFEC, Shri K.N. Kumarji, Mr. Sharma, the Director General of Nectar, Dr. Ashish, the Director of CSIR in CL, Babi K. Solia, the Executive Advisor of MFEC, all the other dignitaries who are present out here, all the experts and all the scientists who are here, and most importantly, all the farmers who have joined us from different parts of the state to be part of this two-day stakeholder conference on apiculture. At the very outset, I would like to congratulate the Meghalaya Farmers Commission and especially Shri K.N. Kumarji and Basolia for the exceptional work that the Farmers Commission has been doing for the farmers of our state, and more specifically the work that they have been doing for the apiculture in the state of Meghalaya. Without going too much into technical aspects, the most important point for today is the fact that this kind of a stakeholder conference, I don't think has been held in too many locations, and definitely not in the Northeast at this scale ever before. And this speaks of the kind of attention, the focus, and the plans that we have when it comes to apiculture and the opportunity that we see in the entire process. We have the farmers today who are here. We have the entrepreneurs who then link up with the farmers. We have experts and scientists who are able to tell us about beekeeping in general, about different aspects scientifically connected to that, and also in terms of the kind of technology interventions that are possible in the long run. We have the regulators who are here who can help us then classify, create database, and create different kind of branding and from other sources and other areas to make sure that this particular mission that we have in our minds could go through. And to be very frank, what we have seen is that beekeeping and this apiculture has been something that has naturally been there in our ecosystem, in our environment, and our farmers have been doing whatever they could at their own level without any guidance. And without having any guidance and any support, even then, they were able to reach to the level that they are today. And when we went into the micro detailing of things, we realized that actually with a bit of support, the right guidance, the right framework, the right approach, we felt that we could actually make a difference. And this we have realized in almost every sector that is there in our state. We realized as a state We cannot compete with bigger states in terms of the quantity of production. And hence trying to produce large quantity and selling them may not be a good strategy for a small state like us. And hence for us, we should focus on high value products, on products that are niche in nature, products that can be differentiated at the global level, and try to push them. And when we started looking at these products, we realized that we have many of them. Starting off with a simple turmeric like Lakadon, which had huge potential, but no government support was there for many, many years. When this government came into power in the last 5 years, in our first term, Lakadon was one of the first missions that we took over. And we started the mission, and I'm happy to inform you that the production of Lakadon has grown over 15 times from the moment we started. And not only has the production gone up, we are today able to process using new technologies which are powered by solar energy, where self-help groups and different women groups are involved, and their lives are changing today. And our products from Lakadon are reaching all the way to international markets in US, Europe, the Middle East, Japan, all over the world. And it was simply trying to pick it up where it was, scientifically giving the right approach to things, doing a bit of analysis on the actual way in which it was being done, hand-holding the farmers, giving them basic training, giving them the financial support, bringing in experts into the field, and promoting entrepreneurs to actually commercialize and market the products. And this particular process that I mentioned to you just now in a very short, 10 seconds, is key to be implemented, and is important to be implemented in all the sectors. Unless we are scientifically giving an approach to a process, we will not be successful. And hence, it is important to scientifically study the product, scientifically study the process, scientifically study the technology, and scientifically study the marketing of the product also. So unless we do not do the entire scale of the entire process from the moment it is grown to the point it is nurtured, to the point it is cultivated and taken out, and to the moment it is processed and packaged, we will not be able to succeed. And hence this model of scientific approach by involving different experts has gone into potatoes, into buckwheat, into mushroom, into turmeric, into ginger, and are now into honey or apiculture. Even in aroma mission. I just went recently to one place where in Riboy district, where we are doing exceptionally well in aroma mission. And again, we are getting products that are not available in any other part of the world. I can't remember the exact word, but I think it was winter leaf or something. What's it called? Wintergreen, sorry. My memory is a bit short here. So wintergreen. This plant or this particular variety of tree or plant doesn't grow in many parts of the world. And it has got medicinal value in it. And now we are extracting oil from this, and our farmers are today taking this plant, this wintergreen, which was normally always there, and they didn't realize the value of it, and today we are creating value out of something that already existed in our ecosystem, in our environment. And that is really what, at the crux of what we are trying to do. The same thing, but we're doing it differently. I keep using this line, and I'm sure a lot of you are bored about with hearing me say this. The same thing, but we're doing it differently, we're doing it better, we're doing it scientifically, we're ensuring that we involve professionals, experts, because without that, it will not happen. Today, the signing of this MOU, it may look very simple to some of you, or it may look like we're just doing it for show, just because we're standing here and something has to be signed. Absolutely not. There's a lot of thought process that has been gone behind it. We are tying up with experts at all levels. Just recently we tied up with NTPC because we realized the power scenario is such that forever we cannot retailers has to say. NTPC produces the same amount of power that Meghalaya needs in the whole year. It produces it in one day. That's the capacity that NTPC has. They have 75,000 megawatts of installed capacity. They produce Meghalaya's 1 year's requirement in one day. We tied an MOU with them. Why? So that we can get their expertise, we can work with them, with a large player, and learn from them, and be able to get all the benefits for the people of our state. So the MOU we saw today is a similar lines. Nectar has been doing so much of technological work, and yet we are not able to use that to be able to get it across to our people, simply because we could not sit like this, or we could not discuss, we didn't have an MOU. There are many expert organizations in our region. Like today we are using and talking to many of them, like we're doing at Nectar today. I urge that all of us, all departments and organizations, even self-help groups, you must coordinate with people who already know, are experts, can guide you, and it will reap benefits for you in the long run. So therefore, it's very critical, and I'm sure that will happen. In terms of our targets, I know that we are being very ambitious out here, very ambitious. We produce roughly about 25,000 kilos. That's about 25 metric tons annually as of now, which is happening without us intervening in any large-scale manner or any kind of a scientific approach. And we have only 5,000 farmers who are doing this. Now, what we need to realize as a state and as people is that it's not that bee farming is a new activity or activity that you'll have to leave your other activities and you can only do bee farming. Or you can only do apiculture, you cannot do anything else. The beauty of this entire thing is, it is an addition to what you are already doing. You don't have to do anything new. It's maybe one of the most simplest things we can do. And every activity can be then creating economic value. Today the bee boxes are coming from outside. If our entrepreneurs start making the boxes here, then it's another area of job creation for our entrepreneurs. We will be needing many boxes, because I'm telling you as Chief Minister that we plan to invest heavily in the next 5 years to take apiculture to a new level. We are seeing a huge potential in this. The boxes that are required, the technology that's required, the manpower that's required, the financial support that's required, the programs like these that are required, we will do these programs because we see an opportunity. We are expecting that out of the 4.5 lakh farmers that we have in the state today, 4.5 lakh farming families, I should say, we are hoping that at least 25% also, which means about 1 lakh families, even if 1 lakh families can take up this additional activity. Today we are selling honey roughly plus minus, depending on quality, it's about 500 rupees per kg, plus and minus. Some will be lesser, some will be more. But if that average were to continue, we have roughly only about close to 25 metric tons today. But if this was going up to 1 lakh families, and we were able to produce even 5 kgs per family per year, we would be able to take our production up to 20,000 metric tons. Now, I know it's a very ambitious goal, but it gives us an opportunity to see what is possible. And I think it's important to be able to see the possibilities and move towards it, rather than just going blindly and not knowing where we're going. So we have a goal. I hope we can reach there. It's not going to be easy. But even if you're able to produce 20,000 metric tons, that's about a value of about 1,000 crores of honey a year. That's just basic 500 rupees. It's a huge benefit and additional income for our farmers. And that we're talking of only the basic. Today you have meat, as you said. Meat is going to be the final product, which is the wine, which is again very high value product. We have the venom that is there, which is highly medicinal in quality, and today can be produced in a large scale if you're able to go forward with this. And was mentioned that it's almost giving about close to about 50-60 lakhs per kg is the kind of, or per liter, is the kind of value that this particular product, the venom, has because of its medicinal properties, as was mentioned by Dr. who was giving the presentation earlier, that it has shown proof of actually curing cancer in patients, and therefore the demand for this product, the venom, is very, very high. So I'm not even talking about those products right now. I hope that as we go forward, we will reach that point where we can actually produce and be, key players in the value addition to honey. But even if we go for the basics, I think we can do a lot. And I hope that one day Meghalaya will be able to show the way to other states and can be a national as well as a global leader. If tomorrow we are able to produce 20,000 metric tons, where country's production is 130,000 metric tons, we are almost close to about 10-15% of the national production. That's huge. And most importantly, you have to all remember that our honey is unique because of the biodiversity that we have, because of the difference in the climatic conditions, because of the different products, the different range of flora and fauna that we have. All of these aspects leads to our honey being very, very unique and different in nature, and that aspect needs to be looked into. So there's a lot to be done. I don't want to take much time. We have heard a lot from everybody. The only reason why I wanted to share these points which I've shared with you today is to make you understand and make you believe that I'm not just here to stand and just inaugurate this program and give a long lecture. I mean business. I mean what I'm saying. And we are going to do it. In the next 5 years, I want to transform this sector. But I cannot do it alone. We will have to do it together. Everybody has a role to play. Everybody has a part to play. And everybody will have to work hard. It's not going to be easy. Don't wait for, the government or the officers to come and say or complain tomorrow that nobody came to talk to us. No. If you are a farmer, if you are an entrepreneur, you go ahead. But I'm assuring you that we will not give you a chance to complain. But you must be determined to do what you are planning to do. I cannot give the determination to you. I can support you. I cannot be there at the moment where you start to stop thinking and saying, I've had enough of this. That it is inside you. You have to show that will to be able to do it. I am assuring you that we will be there to support you and we will make a difference, because this is an area, as I said, that we are seeing huge potential in the long run. We'll be doing this in many products, be it buckwheat, as I said, be it mushrooms, be it aroma therapy, be it our turmeric. We are seeing a different kind of process that Meghalaya is following today. And this particular sector is just one example of what we're doing differently from what others are doing. And I really hope and wish that 5 years from now, when we have this program again, that we will have a different kind of a meeting that day where we'll be sharing and discussing the success stories of what happened in this next 5 years. And I really look forward to the next 5 years. And I assure you once again of complete support from our side. I wish this program the very best. All the suggestions given by Basolia and all our other dignitaries on the diet, Dr. Ashish, Dr. Sharma, and Mr. Ken Kumar, I assure you that we will take up all the suggestions in a very positive manner. We may not be able to do everything in one go, but we will see that we move forward in the suggestions in the right earnest. And I once again thank all of you, and I wish this program a grand success, and I wish all the farmers a grand success, and I thank all the experts who have taken their time out to come here from their very busy schedule to be part of this particular program. May God bless each and every one of us, and may God bless our state of Meghalaya and our country, India. Kublashibun, Matela, and Jai Hind.
And a wonderful round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our Honorable Chief Minister. Our heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for your commendable efforts in uplifting various potential industries in our state. And your support has been instrumental in creating a position stepping stone for many businesses, resulting in an overall betterment of the economy. And you have taken affirmative action in encouraging entrepreneurship and promoting innovation, which has given birth to many successful startups. And my personal note on this is that your support, sir, has not only helped business grow, but also created countless.
Dito banga hapon, banga day.
Tiko mapilay asmo mentan bi ba solia yung in don lo jibam jana shpa yat po yepi ba jibam jana bi se de dining hall the pini na ni yan can see the dining hall incidentally volunteers room on